And now, my people, it's your guide, the Niger Englishman, and we are back here on Tunnel TV for your weekly dose of the pre-game show. Lots to discuss. People need to bounce back. People looking for back-to-back wins. Certain people in a title challenge. It's all going off, man. I mean, there's loads to discuss, but don't forget to smash the like button, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you're watching now or on the replay. But first of all, I've got to introduce my illustrious panel all the way from the US of A, representing Bowley's boys. We got Tesso in the building. How you doing, Tesso?
All good, Jay. All good, Jay. Welcome, everybody.
What time is it on your side?
This is 11:34 a.m.
Oh, wow. You did try. Big up, man. Tesso,
Yeah.
each and every time. Ivorian Spice, the man, the myth, the legend. The reason why I respect Ivorian Spice, guys, is win, lose, or draw, the guy did. And there's not everyone that represents Tunnel TV or comes on this channel that can say the same thing. You know who you are. You know the people that don't show or walk out of the studio mid-game and so on and so forth. So you know who you are. And the viewers know who we're talking about anyway, man. So I don't have to lie out here. But guys, let's get into it, man. Well, match week 4. Every team had different fortunes. We had Arsenal with a convincing 4-0 win, Chelsea getting a convincing 2-0 win in the West London derby, claiming the rights, bragging rights in West London again, and
the bragging rights in Fulham.
Oh, Nana. Look what you done started. Oh, Nana. Hey.
Niger,
hey.
I'm not even listening to that. I'm listening to the Onana. Yeah. Because that's what he's been doing, isn't it?
Bro, he's been... do you know what? Because we've not talked about them with a win for a while, I think we should start with Chelsea. Because regardless of what you want to say, it was a big game away from home, considering the form they'd been in, considering that they hadn't scored many goals. I mean, I predicted Chelsea to score 2 goals in that game, but I did predict it to be 2-2. They had 2 goals, clean sheet. And I don't know, Tesso, do you look at that as a one-off victory or something that you can really now use as a foundation and push on for now? Did something change on Monday night?
I don't think it's a one-off. I don't think it's a one-off for this reason, right? We've bust practically every game we've played. We just haven't scored. You get, so it's something that I would say it was a long time coming. And then we had like the perfect opponents for that particular match. And then building from there, I love the fact that we actually even play Burnley next, because they play that kind of football as well. Open, not sitting back, trying to attack. You know, so that's I think that's the kind of football we're set up. That's the kind of football posh teams like to play against people that attack back and forth, leave spaces behind. Look at all the space and time. Look at everything Misha did when he was on the pitch for the first half. I mean, the whole game we played just the first half. In the second half we're defensive. We're trying to contain.
Yeah, you're trying to control the game and keep it, no goals conceded. Anything.
Exactly. Because if one goal had gone in, wahala for jail. Because at this point, I don't sure say confidence. Yeah, the confidence is not too high. But if we can build on it, beautiful. I don't think it was a one-off. I think we've been doing a lot of the right things. You can see the midfield trio, Corner, Moises, and Enzo. They're building a way better understanding of themselves from playing together, from what you probably saw over the last couple of games or over the last few games. The understanding is there. They're playing They're playing fluidly, finding themselves easily and stuff like that. So I don't know. We're just banking on building on it. It wasn't a one-off, all in all.
Like, Ivorian Spice, you agree with the analysis by Tesu there, or where's your head at?
Just call me T-Rex. Just call me
T-Rex, man. We're calling you T-Rex because you're bloody confusing me right about now, sir.
This guy heard my name once. Brother, he didn't even hear it. He just saw it once and pronounced it right.
Okay, but that's the difference. I heard it. I didn't read it. I heard it first before I ever read it.
Yeah.
And that's the name I'm used to. So why didn't you correct me when I said it the first time? I correct people that say my name wrong. He just like, oh, just go with it. Typical Chelsea fan. Typical Chelsea fan. Anyway, I'm real Spice. Don't come for me. I'll come for you.
This is for Chelsea, innit? The game against Fulham.
Yeah.
Whether it's a one-off. Boy, I'm a Manchester United fan, and everything to me right now has been a one-off. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. We win and then we lose some, and we continue, and then we win something. It's Russian roulette. But the only difference between between Manchester United and Chelsea is that Chelsea are actually playing decent football compared to us, and there is something there. Whereas you guys said it, and a couple of weeks ago, like there's no philosophy when it comes to Manchester United. What's your style and etc. However, with Chelsea,
we said it, or those are the facts.
You said it, and they are the facts as well. Look at this guy. But yes, back to Chelsea. Yeah, Chelsea on the other hand against Fulham, you can see that something is happening, especially against Fulham. They played well, and yes, Gallagher had a terrific game as well because with Enzo Fernandez in midfield, as well, Chelsea looked really good. So you're looking at Poch, you're looking at the way they play their game against Fulham. I know Fulham are not just an easy team. They're a tough team. They've got a good squad, They showed that last season. They're not the Fulham that we saw 2 or 3 years ago where they'd just be having sex with the Premier League, coming in and out, relegating, going back, championship, then relegating. You know what I mean?
Not even proper sex, like quickies.
But now they've sorted themselves out. They're not that typical Fulham that will spend heavily on so many players and do badly. However, they're a good team. That West London derby was a good game to watch. But I think their next game, we'll see whether it's a one-off. But I think Chelsea will win the next game. It's a good draw. It's a good tie for them as well. It's Burnley, isn't it? I mean,
Burnley. Okay, yeah. So let's talk about that. So obviously, it's Burnley away. You've won away at Fulham, Burnley, which kind of been the annual whipping boys of this season. Them and Sheffield United seem to be the whipping boys. They can't buy a big result right now. Is that the type of game you need right now in terms of to further instill confidence in the team? Or is it just as difficult as the rest of the games have been this season?
Yeah, I mean, games for us this season have been pretty difficult because obviously our team is basically brand new. Not the team, the whole squad. The squad is basically brand new. Everybody's just getting a feel of each other and stuff like that. We're growing. I can say that we're growing. That's why I don't blame Poch much when we're having issues or when we don't have a good result. Burnley, I like the fact that we're playing Burnley. I like the fact that we're playing this Burnley. Not the old Burnley. This particular Burnley, the old Burnley,
not the Sean Dyche version.
Not the Dyche version. Dyche had like 7 or 8 6-footers in that team. So all they did was play like volleyball and stuff, But company actually likes to play, So and
will that play into your hands? Do you think? I don't know. You think that play into your hands?
Yeah. Yes, it does. It does. It does. Because he doesn't have he's like Bielsa, right? They like a certain type of football, but they usually don't have the kind of players to execute that kind of football. So they have just a bunch of average players that can do certain things at a certain level. Not right now, they're not looking like EPL quality, even though they play good football. They still don't
Bro,
look like EPL quality.
I'm not gonna lie
Yeah.
to you. I couldn't even tell you one Burnley player right now. I couldn't name one. I'm not saying that there ain't got players, but I legit could not name you one player. Can you,
Yeah.
Patrick?
No, I can't.
No.
Because they've been so underwhelming this season. Like, obviously, I
Yeah.
expected them to go down, but I didn't think it looked this bad. Especially if you saw in the first couple of games, they look like they can pick up some points. So I'm not. That's
the problem. Like that's the problem. I think the problem here is this: because of the kind of football company likes them to play. You play that way. You don't play. You don't get good results. And not just not getting good results. You're getting hammered. Then you start to lose confidence. Then you start to question yourself, like, "Yo, this thing where would they play? Are you sure it'll be championship level with this? Let's try something else. Let's go back to our usual way of packing like 8 people behind the ball and punting the ball forward. Maybe they should go back and get what's his name, Chris Wood."
To be honest, that's the type they need to go back to what Burnley are known for: fucking up football, bruv. They don't know how to play proper football, hoofing it in the air, bullying your back four, and nicking a 1-0 or a little 2-1, bruv.
Straight up.
If the company just needs to understand the city of Burnley is not ready for this expansive football. It might look cool in the Championship, but this is the Premier League now, bro. They can't do that with those players. But do you know what? I think, I don't know, I'm not saying this to trigger Chelsea fans. I personally think Enzo's overrated, man. I think Chelsea fans make way too much noise about this kid. I think he's good, but the way people talk about him is like he's world class. It's crazy.
Nah, look, bro. When you're in a team, right? They rate you based on what you do for that team. Nobody's rating you based on, for instance, now, let's say Thomas Partey is very, very important to you guys, right? Based on what he does for your team, right? Then
and he's one of the top 5 DMs in the world. But yeah, carry on.
You can say, I mean, if I don't think he is. If it was, you guys would have needed to go spend 100 million on Rice.
So we can't have a big squad. Is that what you're saying? We're competing against treble winners, that we shouldn't have a big squad. Is that what you're saying,
bro? If you had Rice,
no, is that what you're saying?
If you had
got
Rice,
Casemiro, man, you have Casemiro and they got Amrabat, bro. What are you talking about? We need depth.
That's because Casemiro is like what, 35 years old. Okay. Or how old is he?
So you're giving your own reasons now, bro. They got bought him for depth, the same way we bought Rice to have depth. Because, for example, if we didn't get Rice and Partey got injured, what would we play him now? Jorginho?
Can I ask you a simple question?
Go for it.
If you had Partey on the contract you had, if you had Rice on the contract you have Partey on, would you have gone for Partey?
I don't know. That's such a weird question. I don't know. Actually, I don't even know what kind of question that is. What do you mean? What contract are you referring to? What kind of question is that? What kind of question is that?
Hold on.
Let's see. What's the contract first of all?
Yeah, tell us the contract that you're referring to.
I'm saying if you had bought Rice where you bought Partey, right? Which is like what, 3-4 seasons ago? Would you have gone and spent 100 million for Partey last summer?
Partey's 31, bro. Why would he spend 100 million at 31?
It's a yes or no. It's a yes or no question.
Because that doesn't. How are we paying 35 million for 100 million for a 31-year-old? Don't, bro. Your question is void, bro. Good try. That was a good try, but no. We're going up against a juggernaut called Manchester City. We need depth. If we got an injury to Partey, we'd be playing Jorginho right about now. And you all know what happened against Tottenham with Jorginho. The fact that we have both of them gives us options and flexibility. And that's what Arteta wanted.
Okay. He wanted strength and depth and a strong squad. That's why he.
You should know about that.
Absolutely.
All I'm saying All I'm saying is you're not going to have the top 5. I'm not saying is you're not going to have a top 5 DM in the world and go spend 100 million for another DM.
But you know what I have to say? I don't just only see
interject.
Declan Rice as just a defensive midfielder. He's also
he can play CM too.
The center midfield play position, and also the defense and centre back as well. You do remember that he came up through West Ham playing a little bit of centre back, DM, and
that's not what they bought. That's not what they bought him for.
Oh, because you're Arteta. It's
just like saying
you're Arteta.
It's just like saying I went and paid. Hold up. It's just like saying I went and paid 150 million for Caicedo because he can play right back. No.
So if he plays right back as in his Chelsea career when you needed someone to fill in there, what will you now say?
Look, bro. We can have Jackson. We can have Jackson play right back if need be.
Oh, is that the same? Is that the same? Has he played right back before? It's the same thing. Has he played right back before? Of course it matters. Caicedo played right back for Brighton. It does matter. Of course it matters, bro. So please don't teach your son these same habits that you're talking about on the show right now. Because I want him to be a footballer. I want him to. So please, when you come to Lagos, bring him to my school of training. Because this is what you're saying is madness. Ivorian Spice, we're talking about Chelsea, and Arsenal has so in his head. We just spent 5 minutes talking about Arsenal. Chido, let's bring it back to Chelsea. Because Arsenal's moment is not yet.
Your training school day, your training school day, bitch.
You did firing squad like this, my brother. And you play so
I don't get any firing squad. Okay, let's wrap up this Chelsea rubbish, man, because you guys know something. So, how do you see this weekend's game going away from home to Burnley?
In 3 points. Well, it should be 3 points. You know, everyone knows I have issues with the coach, owners, everything. But the last 2 performances have been, why are you laughing, you motherfucker?
No, this comment. Relax, man. Why you got a complex about Chelsea? Relax, bro.
I know anytime you hear Chelsea from my mouth like this, just be ready to strike.
Do you blame me?
This guy now full up, even when he be moderator.
Full up, so I'm not going to lie, but we did give him ammo, no problem with that. So I think it should be 3 points. Burnley. Yeah, 3 points. But again, nobody knows with Chelsea. You don't know which one will turn up. But the last 2 games have been on point. So I can't really. Yeah. Although the guy keeps on playing Cole at left back though, and now Chilwell is injured for about 2 months. So Jackson is back. So that should be even though.
Have you heard? I was looking for.
What does that mean? Jackson's back. What does that mean? I don't get.
Hold on. I was looking for
Jackson is back, and so.
I was looking for updates on Modric's injury. Have you heard anything?
All right, call him his rightful name, Mudryk. Don't give him that Modric title because we might confuse him for a world-class player there. Do you get me?
I think he should be available though. I think he should be available, but Chilwell
is out. Chilwell is out. Yeah. Jackson is back, so we can have centre forwards trouble the defense for a whole 90 minutes. Because Broya can't play 90.
Okay, so would you start Jackson and Broya together, or you start one of the others?
No, we don't play 2 strikers.
No.
But wasn't he playing that kind of 2 strikers with Jackson and Nkuku in pre-season?
Nkuku was
doing that?
Nkuku was playing slightly behind him.
Yes. So do you not think Jackson could take up that role that Nkuku was and have Broya? No. Fair enough.
No.
Fair enough.
So probably he might use Cole Palmer. Mitson, and then as Modric is fit.
Who? Mitson.
Mm-hmm.
Who are these man there? Who is this man? These bare random man in your squad, bro. Pattern up, bro. Pattern up. But let me get through some of the comments real quick, man. Mbizo there.
You mad, bro?
He says, this man said having sex in the Premier League like Ivorian Spice. That was wild, man. Smash the likes, man. Smash the likes for Ivorian Spice. Time. Lau Foster from South Africa, you swine. Who's that? What was that about? Hey, who was that directed to? I don't know, but let me know. Let me know who was that directed to. No, guys. Transformation must happen somehow. you think all the clubs you support always played the football they play now? Man City, let Megamind cook. And I think that was in regards to the discussion about Burnley and the style of play they're playing now. I hear you, Mbizo, but the first protocol for a team like Burnley is to survive the first year. Now, survival. You can try out those expansive things maybe next season once you've survived, but you need that money. So stay in the. You need to. Do you know what I'm saying? Get those 40 points, secure your Premier League status, and then do what? Change it up.
They can survive. They can't survive.
They can't survive playing the way they're playing right now. I don't think with the players they have. You know Everton, they've been flirting with the relegation for all our lives. Maybe 2 years they didn't. I'm not gonna lie to you. I need them relegated. We should start a petition to relegate Everton. They are mad.
Yeah, those guys.
How many years? Every year. Casemiro's 31, but Man U still signed Amrabat. So we still the same situation as Partey.
I'm sure he was trying to correct me when I said it's 35.
Yeah, of course. Partey can also play CDM and CM. Partey is one of the best in the world in both roles. Rice can also play both roles more or less. They are midfielders who offer variety. Thank you, Mbizo. He knows Sabi now. Mbizo has a great question for you, Chido. Is your internet working today? Yes, because we've seen him. We've seen. Oh, okay. Sorry. Lyle Foster plays for Burnley. I finally know a Burnley player now. We all know one. Now. Smash the lights for Mbizo. Smash the lights for Mbizo. All right. Well, obviously, I think we've spent enough time talking about Chelsea. There's good things to discuss Chelsea now, so we don't want to spend too long on that. We want to go down in the dumps a little bit. Sorry, you guys. Let me put him where he should be because his team are down in the dumps right now. Manchester United, Onana. Look. I just want Højlund to score a goal for you lot. That means something. He scored 4 goals and he's not been on the winning team once.
Wait, the boys got 4? The boys got 4
goals, bro.
He scored one against, what's it called?
Bayern.
Scored one against Brighton, right? I need to score against Brighton.
Yeah.
No,
that was disallowed. Actually.
3 goals. Sorry, I'm allowed to drink.
Oh, so 3 goals.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, just don't show the provider. Don't show what brand is. What brand is?
Yeah, get caught. We
can't alcoholic be you now.
He's a Chelsea fan.
Okay. He's the Chelsea fan. That's right. You got to drink something strong.
Me and you
You're right.
We don't anymore. Straight bottle.
No
straight butter, I swear.
Look, Manchester United at home to Brentford. Talk to me, bro. Talk to me.
How did the last few games against Brentford go?
We've lost to them, I believe, both home and away last season. You know, the first game, I think, or the second game of the season, it was Brentford.
No, I think it was.
Yeah,
we lost them both home and a game.
Was it 1-1? I think it was 1-1. I think I shared it though.
But we lost at Old Trafford last season in the first 2 games, and they were Brighton and sorry, I keep forgetting the name. Brentford.
The guys that beat you 2-1.
Yeah.
And then Brentford beat you 4-0 at their stadium. It wasn't at Old Trafford though. I think you guys.
Was it not Old Trafford?
No, it was Brighton that beat you at Old Trafford last season.
Okay, but we did lose to them as well. But this game, even though it's at Old Trafford, I'm not confident at all, man, because of seeing what I'm seeing right now. You guys understand where I'm coming from, you know.
We understand.
We get problems, you know. House problems, you know, family problems, football problems, ownership problems. You just get problems everywhere. Relationship problems between manager and players, and injury problems. It is what it is with Manchester United, especially the fact that we lost our last game against Galatasaray and lost against Crystal Palace, and we've been losing 6 games in 10 games. It's just not looking good for Manchester United. And for me as a fan,
it's not looking good, bruv.
It's not looking good, bruv, as Castillo was saying. It's just not looking good, man. And especially on Saturday at 3 p.m. against Brentford, at Old Trafford, where we somehow have lost the touch, the magic, the fortress that we held, especially when Brighton took that away from us. They were the last team to beat us last season, and they were the last team to beat us this season at Old Trafford, the first team after we held that record. But it's not looking good, man. The players, I think their spirits is at the all-time low at the moment. They can say what they want to say, doing their usual things on Twitter. We are sorry, we're going to work hard. But I'm not buying it at the same time. And the manager as well. And if we go to a game like this and we persist on playing players like Bruno Fernandes and Marcus Rashford, who are currently in bad form, making bad decisions as well, then it will be a situation where it will be the same thing, the same fate as it was against Galatasaray, the same fate as it was against Crystal Palace, the same fate as it was against Brighton, the same fate as it was against Arsenal. It was the same fate as it was against.
Why did you mention our name like that? Arsenal, bro. Arsenal. That's how you just did.
Arsenal.
Anyway, carry. Anyway, no problem.
Am I not saying it right? Arsenal. Am I saying it right?
You're saying it right, brother. You're saying it right.
Arsenal. Does it go Asna? Is that good? We're the highest team represented on this panel. So I know. Beg you, calm down. Fall back.
Ivorian Spice. I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? Yeah, what do you think the problem is with your team?
We here for
the problem on the pitch. Let's live off pitch. Let's leave a psychological whatever. On the pitch, what do you think the problem is?
The pitch situation is the fact that there are players, in my opinion, that I just personally think they don't have the technical attributes to play in a way they were meant to play, with the way the manager wants them to play, which we still haven't seen. We're still waiting for. You know, when you have players like Bruno Fernandes on the pitch making the wrong decisions.
Hold up. You see, you never even know how the manager wants to make the players play. How the players won't know how to want.
But the players as well, they be training, so they get the instructions. So they know exactly how the manager wants to play, because we don't see the training sessions, we don't hear the way that Hag wants them to be set up. But for me, on the pitch, I can clearly see that they're not doing what they're meant to be doing, because, of course, when you have, when you have Bruno Fernandes and Rashford, and you guys saw it against Galatasaray, and that epitomized Bruno Fernandes and Rashford together as a pair. They may be our so-called best players, but most of the time they are our worst players at the same time, because of the decision making that they make. And when you want to play football, for example, possession-based football, you need players who are confident enough, who have the technical abilities to keep the ball and make the right passes. But those two have had a huge impact on the team. And a lot of things go through Bruno Fernandes and Rashford, and constantly making mistakes all the time. And then you have the goalkeeping situation on the pitch and the defense. And I'll be honest with you. We've got Onano.
Oh, na 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 oh na 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 na. Zim. Who got the keys? Yeah. They got so many remixes for Onana, you know. Bare tunes.
Bare tunes. And it hurts, you know, because to see him going through that, it's not nice, you know, because I really want him to do well, you know. Coming as an African goalkeeper as well as a black man, I want him to do well, because the black keepers, especially in a long time, haven't been the best. Yeah,
he's trying to pull out our heartstrings, guys. He's trying to pull out our heartstrings.
It's a bit difficult for Onana because, again, we don't have a settled defense. He hasn't played with the regular back four. It's always been a change, so that also has an impact. But at the same time, he lacks concentration, and when he makes a pass, and that.
I think that's his biggest problem. I think that's his biggest problem. Yeah,
and now midfield as well, guys. It's openly wide as well. When you have Casemiro and you play Mount and Bruno Fernandes,
like a brothel in Camden, bro. Wide open.
The same players, guys. Mount and Bruno are the same players.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Chelsea fans can agree with me with this one. Constantly making the wrong passes, losing the ball, taking risks. And all that kind of stuff.
Hold on.
Oh, well, let's not use the Champions League winner. Varane's the Champions League winner. Casemiro's the
Champions League assist winner. You know, Champions League assist there, final assist there. No. Hold on, my brother.
Don't do this. Chino, don't do this.
Hold on, my brother.
Chino, you sold him to us for a reason. Don't do this.
Because he was unhappy, not because he wasn't a quality player. He's unhappy.
No.
I respect Mason.
We're not happy
That guy
with
Kai Havertz
him.
talking. Kai Havertz, are you talking over there? Kai Havertz, are you talking over there? You know, so you Kai Havertz are talking.
We still did page 1 for this Kai Havertz. What did they talk?
Personally, yeah.
I'm glad
Personally, I think
good. You know, good. Silence.
Personally, I think Man U's issue is the midfield.
Yes,
the midfield is still open.
It's the manager.
When the midfield is open, the way he sets it up, when the midfield is open, your defense is going to get tested. You know, and if people is normal, if they have a go at your defense 10 times, they might crack it 4 or 5 times.
So, and this is how you're right, and I've analyzed these guys. Number one, the way they press is just abysmal. When Rashford is pressing from the left,
they press. Man, they press.
Well, the way
when they attempt to press,
better.
When they attempt to press, I mean, the fullbacks don't go with the wingers, and then there's just that space. Just lock either the right wing or left wing, and between those guys, there problems. 2, what is ETH trying to do with? Okay, yes, he has problems with the left back. Okay, Reguilon is not fit. Shaw is not fit. Keeps on trying to do this Amrabat thing. Thinks it's Arteta.
Wait, about that particular decision, Ivorian Spice, I need to ask you. Wouldn't you rather an academy boy plays left back so Amrabat can shore up your midfield? Wouldn't you rather that?
Why did you buy?
I was wondering where the young boy Fernandez, who was on loan at Derby, where is he? And apparently I'm hearing that he's on loan. I'm like, why don't you keep him there and use an actual player who plays in that natural position and try him out, you know, because he did well where he was. So that's on Ten Hag, to play someone out of position, knowing that whether they're comfortable or not comfortable, it's costing us at the same time, you know. And it's on the manager as well. Like it's the wrong decision.
I think it's the manager. And the game against Burnley, the one you guys, I think the Bruno special goal. The way you guys set up was pathetic, bro. You guys won the game. I mean, you stole that victory, but the way you set up against Burnley, God, I knew that guy was just off it. Like, that guy, Blaise Baba, just confused. He just anyhow, make I just
coaches are stubborn. But you know what kills me with ETH? When it's trying to change the game, ETH has worse subs than Nigerian national team coaches. Like sometimes I'm hoping United.
So did you go there? Did you really go there?
I'm hoping United lose a game.
For ETH.
I'm hoping United lose a game. Then I see this guy making salt, and I'm like, oh, this guy is like this guy put money on something. The guy makes changes like he bet against his team. There was one. What game was that? He made a change. I think he put a Højlund off. The whole stadium booted.
Put Marshall. Looking for a
Marshall. I'm like, what?
Palace.
Yeah, Palace. It was Palace. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm sitting there like, are you not watching the game I'm watching? The boy is not tired. He's not showing any sign of tiredness. You guys need to win the game. So you need somebody that can occupy 2 center halves so that other people can run off him, and then you pull him out and put somebody that likes to dance up and down.
And these are the type of decisions that I'm glad that Ivorian Spice is sharing screen time with me to discuss, because I remember, run it back.
Yeah.
2 years ago, Ivorian Spice came with jest on One Touch TV talking about Ten Hag. He's one of the top managers. He'll prove to you he's one of the top managers in the world and blah, blah, blah. Do you still feel that strongly about Ten Hag, or is this just way out of his depth, this job?
I'll be honest with you. I think I was discussing this in my group. I said, I believe Ten Hag is the right guy for this club. It's the situation of what's behind him and what's the people who run the club and the foundation of the backing of him as well. You know, and it's costing us. You know, I'll be honest with you. Like, even though he's making the players,
it's a fact.
11. Okay, out of 11 players, how many of them have popped? That he signed 11 players.
Casemiro had a good season last season, but the next season he's struggling.
You know what?
Martinez had a good season. He was a surprise in the Premier League. He took the Premier League by storm. He was a good signing. Anthony hasn't been the best signing. Yeah, he did though. People doubted him.
I don't know about by storm. He played well. I don't know about storm. Why you adding that storm in there? I don't understand.
Champions League winner, World Cup winner. Respect.
You know,
Respect.
You know, like I'm right. I'm going to tell you something, right?
Yeah.
That guy eats it doesn't meet that hype. Like you guys just overhype that.
He does. He's just
Bro,
Manchester
trust
United.
me.
Let me tell you something. Chido, how many players have we signed at Manchester United and they've regressed and not been the same player? Look, how many managers have we had? We've had Jose Mourinho,
You guys
Louis Van Gaal, a winner, you know. And again, how many of them have failed? All of them have failed. And what has been the main reason?
Bro, this is big up Jibril in the comments section. She said, "I'm not trying to hear this from Man U fan. You guys told us last season that Onana would improve your style of play. All of a sudden, there's no style of play now. In my opinion, you guys have shit players." He said.
Can I highlight that? You know what? Yeah?
Kole, please pronounce Onana the way he spelled it. Onana.
The fact that the person said last season was May. We was never talking about Onana. It was this season that he came.
End of last season.
Patrick, you know what he means. When you guys were linked to Onana, you guys were gassing it up like he's gonna change your style of play. He's gonna prove you can.
Because DDG was always punting the ball forward.
Funny, I'll tell you guys. Funny stats about Onana, right? Last season, he was keeper of the highest clean sheets.
But why is that?
This season, he's considered 3 goals back.
Why is that? There's a difference. Inter Milan have a strong defense. Yeah? They have structure and organization. Yeah. At the moment, the team he plays for lacks structure and organization. Again, Tayso said it as well. Midfield is open. When your midfield is open, your defense will be exposed, and the goalkeeper will be exposed. It is what it is right now. You know?
I agree with you. I agree with you. Like, I mean, you guys have not played with your standard back four. But have you seen the level of unforced errors he's made, though?
Yes, I have, and we know he makes these errors, though. We know he makes these errors.
So you can't make excuses for him and say, "Oh, okay, yeah, the level of defenders there, blah 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 blah." I hear that, but him on himself, like Baba never show up, never turn up, and the guy still carries himself like as if he's one prime Peter Schmeichel.
He has to.
Do you know what's so funny?
He has to.
Every goal that we've conceded, Onana looks stupid. Every single goal, he looks stupid.
I swear. Bro,
I couldn't believe that Zaha goal. I'm not gonna lie, the way he just scooped over him. And then the Icardi one, like, why did he dive like that for that Icardi one now?
Icardi goal.
I know how weak when I watched that replay back.
I'm regretting already. I missed the heel.
Obviously, I'd love to just spend the whole show talking about Man U, and I'm enjoying it. I'm not gonna lie, but we got other clubs to talk about. But I do want to analyze a couple of things that you said. You talked about how, and I'll be honest with you, Onana as a black African goalkeeper coming to the Premier League, even though he went to Man United, I didn't want him to do this badly. I'm not going to lie. I hate Man United, everything about it. But I was like, because they'll now just start abusing an African goalkeeper, this, that, whatever. And I don't like it.
But let the problem not come from Onana, that kind of thing.
Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. But there's so many. I think for the sheer fact that Onana is trying to overcompensate for his mistakes with being overconfident is highlighting even more mistakes, and he's making more bad decisions. It's crazy now. Like, it's okay to just go back to basics. You don't have to be trying to do the one touch, two touch thing.
Do you guys think is it because he's trying to adapt to this league and trying to adapt to this team is the reason why he's not used to it? Because it's different. It's Italy.
Colin's right.
He's different.
We're forcing it. Like, you know, when you've made so many errors and you're like, let me just try and do this one to shine. And then in trying to do those things to shine, you make more errors, and it keeps on compounding like that. Like, it's just crazy, man.
Yeah, look, let's not underestimate the pace of the EPL. Remember, Chido, remember what Baba said last?
For goalkeeper, Teso, for goalkeeper.
Yeah. You remember what Baba said? Remember what Baba said last season now? Baba Kuli. Kuli said in the Serie A, you get the ball, then you think. Over in the EPL, you think, then you get the ball.
Let me mute this.
You know, it's totally different. Even Casemiro said it like, look, yo, the pace in the league is crazy.
Yes.
You understand? So
have you ever heard a goalkeeper say that about the Premier League? I don't know. If you have, I don't know.
Oh no. They close you down or close your options down quick than every other league now. So that time you think you have that 1-2 seconds, you think you have to spread the ball here or send the ball here. Somebody's covered it, and then you send the ball there. You've made the mistake already.
So because
it's hard for these guys though.
Forcing the ball out, he wants to actually try and play out from the back. And these guys know that Onana press him hard. Cut off passing lanes. Baba go make those errors.
Go make the errors, yeah.
Right, so
the person that adapted so fast to that whole thing was this midfielder we didn't get for a post for Man City.
Rodri.
Yeah, they tell you guys the way that guy sprays passes. Ederson now, the way that guy sprays passes, I don't understand, man. I do not understand. Keeper now. Now midfielder ain't doing that. That one I keeper again. Ederson now midfielder now.
Do you know when I started getting worried about Ten Hag was when I heard that once upon a time he considered playing Onana in midfield at Ajax. So that's when I started to get some issues with him. He's a goalkeeper.
You're trolling, man. You're trolling.
Yeah.
You're trolling.
So think about how many of his old boys has he signed on that Ten Hag?
Martinez.
He signed Martinez.
Onana.
He signed Manasa didn't play for him.
No, they didn't play for them.
Manasa is what? Manasa is from PSV or Feyenoord?
Yeah.
PSV, okay.
Anthony, right?
Anthony, yeah.
Brother, I'm not gonna lie to you.
They wanted to sign the Barcelona guy.
Yeah, De Jong went also.
Brother. You know when you don't get sense, you have to sign the old players that you had before because you don't get talent ID. This one works, let me get him back. This one works, let me get him back. Like you don't get talent ID now. Man, you fans, they were just deceived. The guy, look, at the end of the day, he went to Ajax, which has already a structure. And I need to watch that full Zlatan interview because he broke it down. He said he's not used to dealing with big personalities and big pressure. Ajax is very different to the pressure you get at Man United. Like Frank de Boer won the league in Eredivisie. Steve McLaren don't collect league with not even with Ajax or PSV or some random 20 or something like that. So you know that league's a bit mad.
I'll tell you another problem with ETH, right? And Ralph, the guy that was there, the guy that took over from Oli, he tried to actually have a conversation with ETH. And ETH just kicked him out like, man, guy, I beg.
You know Sabi, that's why.
I beg, don't stress me. I want to come here. But even I don't even listen to what the Papa wants to talk. Don't be saying you just chance the guy like that. You know, agree. Man, it's crazy, man.
But to be fair, now. Mm-hmm. But if Mario had made Rafa DOF or technical director,
but that's
let me add to that Ralph situation because of course,
if Ralph stayed, it would be a better situation for Ten Hag right now.
It would have been it was an extremely better situation for Ten Hag. But however, I think Ralph got done dirty by Manchester United because remember there was a stage at the part where they asked him about his job weight and he said, "I don't know what I'm doing." And something just changed. It made no sense because that guy was meant to step in and teach people like Bjorn Murto, who's doing the director of football job for the first time in his life. Then Darren Fletcher's doing the technical director for the first time in his life. Richard Arnold is the CEO for the first time in his life. You know, that's what we do at Manchester United. You know, we don't have experience, but they treated him rubbish and they kicked him out. That's the problem. And now,
you don't take over this whole stream.
The thing we're doing with Chido, the thing we're doing with players, where we're buying young, fresh guys, they don't know their board and their execs.
Ralph suggested top quality players and the club wasn't willing to spend. And you know what it meant? The word open heart surgery meant that you have to spend 3 to 4 or 500 million pounds. And the Glazers said, no. That open heart surgery means it's gonna cost you a lot of money. What did they do? Sack him, and then just started doing minor surgery on Manchester United. And next thing you know, we're still not well. We're going to the doctor for second opinions because there's still something wrong with us. Can you imagine, man? Let's move on to Arsenal versus Man City. The main part of this show, Arsenal versus Man City.
Well,
Arsenal.
Let me get. Obviously, we forgot to get the prediction for the Chelsea game, so let's get the predictions for Chelsea and the Man U. Then we'll go to the Arsenal game. So Chelsea away to Burnley. I'm gonna go for 1-0 win for Chelsea. Actually, so what are you saying?
2-0 Chelsea.
Back-to-back 2 goals scored. Are you sure? You're ready to commit to that?
Yeah, sure.
I'm asking.
2-0.
2-0. Cool. 2-0. All right. What are you saying, Ivorian Spice?
Where is the match? Home or away?
It's away.
Burnley.
Chelsea will win 2-1.
Okay.
2-0.
Wow, you lot are very confident. Oh, Chelsea wins, man. See how 3 points just changes the whole narrative. I love that. Well done, Chelsea.
I predicted 2-1. I predicted 2-1 for the Fulham game. So I knew we were going to win it. Yeah.
All right. So what about the Man U at home to Brentford? Tessa, what are you saying about that one?
They should get a decent result. 1-1.
That's a decent result, you know. Chido, what are you saying?
My confidence low.
I think Brentford might just make that game. Brentford might.
And OT.
Yeah, I think so.
Was that OT?
I agree with that OT, but yeah, United they need to bounce back. But bro, 2-1.
2-1 United, yeah.
2-1 Brentford.
Wow, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna be that sadistic, man. I'm gonna go over 2-2 draw at Old Trafford. 2-2 draw for United. You'll win a solid point, man. All right, so the game of the weekend. Smash the like button.
I don't get to say. I don't.
Oh shit! Sorry.
Because we're not on your level. We just.
That's the arrogance. That's the arrogance we talk about, man. That's the arrogance we talk about.
One good season for Arsenal.
No vex.
But you know, I'm not gonna lie.
But what's the score?
My head tells me
you lose at home.
Yeah, man. My head tells me
score 1-0.
1-0, 2-0 to
Yeah, at OT, theatre of dreams, you know.
It doesn't matter.
OT,
man. I just
wow.
Wowzers. Even Man U fans are. So basically, nobody on the panel picked a Man U win. That's crazy. Times have changed.
I completely understand. No, it's just the we're in. It's not.
Jubril says 4-0 Chelsea. Oh, that would be a massive result for them.
Jubril, I would like for that to happen. I don't see it yet, but I would love for it to happen.
We can live in hope. Smash the likes, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel, my guys. Share it to as many friends as you can. It's absolutely free, and that like button in the bottom corner is free to click as well. So make sure you do that, everybody. But now to the game of the weekend. Arsenal at home.
Liverpool Brighton. We didn't talk about Liverpool Brighton. That's another topic.
No, we'll close with that, man. Relax, man.
My bad.
It's time still days. Small. So, Arsenal versus City. Arsenal at home to the treble winners. They showed us the difference between Arsenal and City this week, I believe. Arsenal, when they need a goal, they throw on Nkechi. City need a goal, they throw on Alvarez and Doku. There's a clear difference. I don't even think Eddie has the capacity to hit a ball the way that Alvarez did it for that first one. Okay. But guys, let me just go. Let's go straight into the game. How do you see this game this weekend panning out? Arsenal at home to Manchester City. Anyone can go.
Is Saka playing? We don't know.
I don't think so. Bro, but even if he's got on crutches, Arteta will probably consider throwing him in there. So you can never tell.
So Arsenal would have stood a chance Arsenal would have stood a chance if City won last weekend.
But they won midweek now.
Yeah, no, but he's saying
It doesn't count.
how many times you see them losing back-to-back games in EPL? It's happened before though, but I think so. This is where Arsenal actually have a chance. Rodri's not playing, no KDB, and some big guys actually missing for City. Even though you guys are missing and stuff. To be honest with you, man, this was right. If City had won, last week, yeah, my Arsenal if you just come hungry and all that shit like that, bro. Man, bro, City won that game like mad.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, if you just hear the Arsenal fan base versus, even though there's no real City fans anyway, if you hear the Arsenal fan base compared to the City fan base, it's very different. Because City are going there without Rodri, without KDB, talking about coming away from home winning. Arsenal fans are like, oh shit, if Saka doesn't play, we're messed up and all that stuff. Like, to be honest, I do agree with Jibril when he says, no way in hell Saka misses that game unless he's in a coma. I believe that. But I'm not going to lie to you. Part of me wants Saka to miss the game.
Exactly.
And let me hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, I don't believe he's definitely not going to be 100%. So I don't want things to get worse. Number one, he's played so many games. Arteta wants him to have a record appearances in the history of football. I don't get it. Mm-hmm. And the third thing is, if the fan base are talking, not me, or I've not said it. If the fan base are talking about us winning the league this season, us missing one player shouldn't make us go into panic stations. We're not Saka FC, we're Arsenal FC. So if we really want to show that we can challenge these boys, we have to put on a performance without our quote-unquote best player, or we were never serious in the first place. I don't know if you guys agree with me, but that's what I feel about it.
That's what happened last season when you guys lost Saliba and then everything just went down.
Party.
So I think you're right though. Like if you're actually saying, hey, I'm trying to make a statement here, we need to actually get things done. You need to be able to. This is where you say, okay, this is the depth of the squad. Mm-hmm. Okay, I mean, Saka is not there. Who do you bring in? ESR, who comes in? Like
But that's what the problem is. They never bought a Saka replacement. You guys never bought a Saka replacement. That's the thing.
We got big Reece Nelson, Mr. Clutch 2023. You don't know about it. And look,
where does he play?
Mr. Clutch 20. He plays on both wings, bro. Because this is me, yeah. This is me. I'm an honest fan. My manager is telling me that he has a good enough squad to challenge for this season. So I'm not giving him excuses. I'm getting behind it. Okay, show me that you have faith in Reece Nelson, because you just gave a 100K contract when his contract was up. So you got to show me that you're confident to use these players. So midweek, the fact that he didn't start Reece Nelson pissed me off, because that means, what, were you just trying to protect his value so you can sell him next summer, or you actually believe in the guy? 100K is not beans, though.
What about playing this guy?
It's not beans.
And have you guys done this though? Playing Trossard from the right, play Martinelli on the left, Trossard on the right. Have you guys done that?
We tried it in one game, and Trossard didn't look that comfortable on the right the way he looks on the left or in the middle.
Why not play Martinelli on the right?
He's injured.
Martinelli is also injured. Wow.
Yeah, both of them are out, bro. Wahala day.
Now this guy,
we don't get paid.
Havertz go play right back now.
What I would do, which I know Arteta would, because look, I'd do this. I'd play my front three would be Trossard on the left, Jesus on the right, and because Arteta is forcing this guy in the team, Havertz as the false nine. Because for me, I'm less scared of him further up the field than in that midfield scenario there. Because at least there's time for us to fix the situation if he's a false nine. And maybe he can create space for the wingers to finish for him. But at that 8 row, I did fear for him and to check over that side.
He likes to drop. So the 2 forwards can always have that space up front.
Exactly.
And of course, you'll probably have Declan Rice and Partey playing a solid midfield partnership, playing that number 6. It will be needed. And that's one of the reasons why he bought Rice, to make that change in the system where you can play two solid defensive midfielders.
Tell him, Ivorian Spice.
Especially against a game against Man City, where Man City control possession. So that's one of the reasons why it just solidified, because he did say, why would you have Partey and Rice? But at the same time, you need squad depth. And in big games, you need to have your best players.
Nah, all I said, my argument was
we want chop Party Rice. That's why we want chop Party Rice.
They haven't chopped Party Rice yet, so
Ivorian Spice, no bet. You get ETH number. Maybe just call and give him tactics and get. Give him tactics. Really advise this guy.
I should, but the guy is too stubborn, so he won't listen.
Look, can you imagine if
coaches are stubborn people.
Bro,
Coaches are very stubborn people. Coaches
you
are
must
stubborn.
do it my way. I cannot be wrong. I'll keep trying it. And look, to be a top coach, you do need an element of stubbornness, I do believe, but you have to be flexible, man.
You have to be flexible.
I'm not working and when to tweak it, when to change it. Like
this is it.
Okay, see Pep. We all know Pep. Oh, okay, wonderful. How did he win the champs last season against Inter? 4 centre back, Ryan Baba Park. For there, no be right back, left back, 4 centre back. Very pragmatic.
Baba,
he signed number 9,
Pep,
proper number 9. He changed his style.
Standing 9. Is it what they call for now? Just standing 9.
He said, brother, just collect
standing 9 for the first time in his life.
Just collect 8 touches per game and score me goal. I beg. 8 touches per game. I don't need you to do more. I beg.
Make it sense for me, bro.
Don't worry about passing the ball 50 times in the game. No, don't worry about it. Just date them when they find you.
When is the right time to, to make that adjustment, make that tactical adjustment, when you need to scrap everything and then just change a total overhaul. Look at Conte. After Arsenal beat us 3-0, before what happened about system of.
But he thought whatever he was using before, ripped it off. Like,
so you need to.
Nah, man.
You know what? At the same time, you better hope that Arteta don't revert to what he was doing earlier at the start of the season and playing Partey at right back.
We're finished.
Because he could potentially do that because he's playing Man City. You might think this might be the right time to bring Partey at right back and just help.
Why would he do that? Like, why would he?
Arteta's have done some things that.
To be fair, I think so far in his small Arsenal career, as much as it wasn't fantastic, Kai's best performance was in that Community Shield game when he played false 9 and he was in front of a midfield of Declan Rice and Partey in the midfield. So I think he needs to revert back to that, because can you imagine? Because Pep can be a bastard and he just says, do you know what? Why don't I put Doku on Zinchenko's side? Hey, Ibarra, die.
But you guys, Zinchenko know they play left full back now.
So you won't put Doku for him. That's what I'm saying. If you put Doku for that side, we're finished, bro. I'm
you
sure
guys played
Doku and Havertz on that left side.
It's going to be lopsided. It's good. Doku will finish that. It will challenge. It goes stress. I think that Saliba, Gabriel, who go partner, who will the left sided centre back with what is it?
No, Gabriel they play there.
Gabriel, oh my, that guy go walk on. He go walk on. No, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy.
I'm looking forward to the game, Sha. I mean, there are two of the top teams, so the game's supposed sweet.
Yeah, bro, supposed sweet.
But there'll be only one winner at the end of the day. It doesn't matter whether they're home or away.
You don't think it can be a draw?
It could potentially be a draw, but I feel like with City, regardless whether they have players missing, they just have a superior squad, and the players that will come in will still do that job. It's whether Arsenal can be strong in the midfield and defense. That's what tells you whether they can win this game or draw this game. So it will be a battle of the midfield. And again, Man City always wins the battle of the midfield, regardless of who the team is. And of course,
Ivorian Spice. Ivorian Spice,
go on.
I would like me them beat Arsenal. You see, Ivorian Spice, they are our group now. I would like me them beat Arsenal. I want that group to be quiet for 1 week because this midweek has been a very, very quiet time. So if they lose weekend again,
It will be
To the
sweet.
hole. It goes sweet. It goes sweet.
But still,
Oh,
well, since you no get fans, Sham, but God, I don't know if Pep dominate that.
now why I no send them? Now I no send them.
Not performance league. That guy, the way the guy did.
Mhm.
You guys, Liverpool my shot guys. The way Liverpool are playing, I don't know, man, bro.
Now, see, make I no lie here. Apart from the fact, say they have arguably, or they have the best squad in Europe.
Mhm, mhm,
So it's not even about the league being easy.
mhm.
They have basically two top players for every single position.
Exactly.
And they
It's
have
not
the best
easy.
manager in the world as well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes, the best manager, endless resources. Great, and they have players for every position. Two good players for every position, basically. You understand? So I'm not worried about them thinking, or them saying, or people saying that he's making the league a farmers league. Now
Mhm,
they are head and shoulders above everybody, basically, right now.
Well,
mhm.
You know,
Yeah. You know, I just want to
the
add something,
closest.
yeah?
Yeah, so when it comes,
Because Niger Englishman as well for Arsenal fans, because this game against Man City at Emirates Stadium will show you whether you are close to challenging Man City. If you are to win, then you can think, okay, we've got a chance. But if you was to lose that game at Emirates Stadium, then you know where you are compared to last season against City and this season, whether you can challenge. So that will be a true
Facts.
test.
Playing
If you guys that game,
especially with no Rodri, no KDB.
Yeah, there's an opportunity there, but again, even when they miss those,
I would
whoever comes in
say,
does the job.
yeah, this is the thing. I would say it's
Mhm.
it's the best chance to beat City is without a Rodri, 100%, because we've seen they just look different.
Mhm.
But we don't have our two fastest wingers, Martinelli and Saka.
Mhm.
So which worries me. But for me to be able to believe this team have a chance to win this title, they can't leave with nothing.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying? If they leave with nothing, I don't want to hear, even if we go on a 10-game winning streak, I don't want to hear any Arsenal fan tell me about title charge, because we've had two tests at home, Spurs and City, and if we end up only coming up with 1 point from those two games, that's horrible. We can't win a title like that. And in history tells us, if you want to win the title, the minimum amount of points you take from your opponent is 2. You either do that with 2 draws in the game, you beat them once, you beat them twice. But I don't know if you guys can tell me the last title that was won without beating the team closest to you as your rival. You have to take, or at least taking points off them. You have to take points of it, at least 2 draws, a win, or 2 wins. You can't win one and draw one. No, you can't lose one and draw one. You have to at least get 2 points, and because then you can rely on the other teams beating them and taking points, etc.
Yeah,
Do you get me?
You have a point, yeah.
So our title race dies with a loss. I'll be honest with you.
I think it's way too early, man.
Yeah,
obviously, technically, there's still points, but I think mentality-wise, it will just proves the guys are not ready mentality-wise to go up against them at home, because we're not going to win at the Etihad, are we? Do you get what I'm saying? So, so you get me?
No, when the
funny enough, I think it's easier to beat City at the Etihad. So.
All right.
Because
on that note, we'll go into the comment section. Absolutely crazy what you just said. We're going to go into some of the comments. Because look at you, even made my computer mess up, man, with those weird statements, man. Let's get to some of the comment section here. I'd say Onana has a backhander, but he would probably drop that to a backhander, but he'd probably drop that to no way in hell. Okay, we've read that one. Ian McCartney, big up Ian McCartney. I've not seen you in the comment section before. I hope it means you're a new subscriber. Big up. Arsenal win the league.
Before you big them up.
Wow.
I'll big up everyone that supports the channel. Arsenal win the league. Good one. There's more chance of Onano winning the Golden Glove. Big up each and every time. I believe Arteta has learned from past experiences, and that's the only thing that wins him this game. be unpredictable. Even if Saka is fit, start him from the bench because City's coming for all 3 points.
3 points.
I hear that. Liverpool will win the league despite the officials being against us. Oh, boo.
That's what I was asking you guys.
They do, and we're going to talk about them in a second. No, Partey ain't going to be right back. Zinni and Jesus are back, plus Benny Blanco and Tomiyasu are fit. So don't worry about that. He ain't going to do that madness. He needed to do it because we didn't have Zinchenko. Recognize.
Benny Franco.
Benny Blanco. You know who that is, Benny? White.
Ben White.
White. Benny White.
Is that what you got?
You know who that is, bro.
That's what they call him.
Chelsea, don't worry about Arsenal now.
Trying to make him into a mafia don.
Oh, yeah. He is a don, bro. Bad boy. He's always on the badness. Big up Ben White each and every time. But I'm not going to lie. I'm worried about the likes of Doku. I'm worried about the likes of Alvarez. I don't care whether... the fact that Haaland hasn't scored for a few games worries me even more because you know what that means. A couple on the weekend against Arsenal.
Take his hairband off. You know what I mean.
Hey, it's a long thing. Hey, I'm very surprised you got a little bit of ginger in you now. I like him. Good.
I may be battered and bruised, but I still stay happy, man.
I like it. But ultimately. You know what? Let's round up the Arsenal thing, man, because I'm getting the shakes thinking of that game on Sunday. Let me not lie to you. So, what's your score prediction for that game?
3-1 City.
Wow.
Yep.
Ivorian Spice, what you saying?
Do you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go with a 2-2 draw, a positive one for Arsenal as well.
Oh wow, thank you. Charity work, appreciate it. Chido, what you said?
I think it's a 1-1 draw or City win, but 1-1 draw, I think.
1-1 draw. Thanks, guys. I appreciate the love, man. So it's just an op throughout and through.
Yeah, because you don't get his name right. What do you expect?
He not introduced himself well. That's his problem. He not introduced himself well. My score prediction.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go.
Think longer. You have all the time. You have all the time.
2-1 City, bro.
2-1 City.
2-1 Man City, bro. That's what I'm going. I want to say something else, but my team have not showed me from the Lens game, from the Tottenham game, that they're mentally ready for this battle. So I want them to prove me wrong, but I honestly think we'll lose 2-1, man.
I think you guys.
Jibril, I'd love it. I'd love a 1-0 to the Arsenal. George Graham says that's why I'm wearing the old school top to bring in the old school 1-0 to the Arsenal feeling. You get me?
But it's gonna be. It's gonna be.
Amen to that. I hope we can at least leave on the point. But guys, 11 defeats in the Premier League on the bounce does something to that nigga, bro. To a brother. Excuse my language.
Mm-hmm.
It's not easy. It's not easy. Smash the like button for Arsenal. Hopefully we can get the victory.
I'm not sure. They might not lose that game, though. I think it's going to be.
Amen, Chido. I claim it. I claim it in the name of Jesus.
What group goes if you lose?
But
oh boy, he goes sweet.
What's that group go hot? What's that group go hot? They go let me go collect that weekend. And then wait, hold on. And then it's international break. Shit! So I got 2 weeks of it. Oh my! Arsenal, I beg you, don't do what we did to Man United. Do right. All right. So to round up, we got the Liverpool versus Brighton game. Obviously, last week with Liverpool was filled with controversy. Unfortunately, they played Tottenham instead of Arsenal, so there was no chance of a replay. Obviously, Arsenal did the right thing when we had a situation. We played the game again. Do you get what I'm saying? Honest club from North London. But you know the Spurs lot, they're probably scammed the VAR thing, bribed them. But you guys heard the recording is crazy. The recording was actually you don't listen to it, bro. No. How can you say they've given it offside? And then someone says, just stop the game, and the guy says, I can't do anything. about it now.
You know the new IFAB rule, right? So United Brighton game, when they had to call guys back after the game, give out the penalty. Though they changed the rules, right? So once they're gone, he was actually right. You can't actually go back.
Even still, but it was the incompetence that got it wrong. So there should be another rule. because you know what I'm saying. It was a clear mistake. Like it was wild. But do you think that result last week was enough to knock their confidence, or they're going to be up against Brighton away from home, thinking we got to get those points back and show them that we are the real deal? Where do you guys think? What do you guys think is going to happen? Tesu?
The result from the game would have wouldn't have knocked their confidence. Would have made them angry because they played a very good game. That's why. That's why I wasn't like in the group when everybody was saying Spurs messed up and blah 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 blah. I was like, nah, Spurs didn't mess up. Liverpool played a very good game. They deserved a point at least. But I mean, own goals happen, things happen. They were under pressure for a bit, you know. So I don't think it should knock the game. I don't think it should knock their confidence. I think they should go out and face Brighton, play real good as well.
Obviously, there's a few plot points. McAllister going back to his old club. Obviously, De Zerbi, the hot thing in the Premier League right now. Everyone's talking about his style of play and potential successor for Pep. I heard Real Madrid are sniffing around him and stuff. Is this another chance for De Zerbi to show that he is the real deal?
Story.
So it's Ivorian, I could go.
To be fair with you, you know, I'm not gonna say he's the real deal because he's doing so well at Brighton, you know. And I'll be honest, Brighton is not an easy job to do, especially when you go to a club where they don't spend that much money, but they invest well and have a fantastic scouting academy, so it's like a scouting recruitment and all that kind of stuff, and scouting network. Yeah. However, we didn't know about De Zerbi before he came. He's a good manager, but it's whether he can take that next step in his management and go into a club like a Man City and actually, actually thrive in that position. I don't know. It's the unknown. It's like when we was talking about what's his name, Chelsea, not Ten Hag.
Oh, okay.
Graham Potter.
Graham Potter. Graham Potter was held as the next one as well for English managers and etc. Done a good job at Brighton. The moment he went to Chelsea, that's when the true test showed as well. So I'm not too sure. I'm not going to buy it.
Do you think the same thing happened with Ten Hag though? Since we're looking at managing
Ten Hag it's just Manchester United. Okay. Manchester United are cursed. Just check. It doesn't matter. Right. It doesn't matter. Jesus can't even turn the water into wine at the Old Trafford fountain place where they serve. That's how bad it is. We are cursed. With Man United, that's several managers.
Sorry, back to Liverpool. Sorry.
You guys have a network scramble at OT.
Exactly.
It's gonna be a crazy game because
loads of goals, I think.
So Brighton have lost 3 games, right? Back to back, right?
Not back to back.
Yeah, back to back. They lost against Chelsea, lost against Villa. They're losing the current game against Marseille in the Europa now.
Liverpool go brush them.
Brighton have this. They lose 3 games straight and then they bounce back. And then De Zerbi, Liverpool are not going to go and pack the bus. You know, De Zerbi likes teams that come out against him. You know, so he might as well just have one of those sweet games against Liverpool,
like United.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like United, those sweet ones, and you want to use that one to make a mark. You know, those ones you announce yourself. You know, right now everybody back and De Zerbi.
Isn't he undefeated against Chelsea as well? Just a question.
Just
a question. I'm just asking a question, bro. Sorry, man.
What amnesia have been waiting to happen for them?
I'm just making sure.
But in just tell you say he lost to Chelsea and lost to Aston Villa.
No, you got amnesia.
I mean, you know, he had the Chelsea part.
Chelsea. You guys beat Brighton.
No, did you guys beat Brighton this season?
No, they walked over. Which guy did you beat?
No, wait, did you beat Brighton this season?
Who?
Yes, League Cup.
Get the fuck out of here, man. I was talking about Premier League pre-game show. Now Premier League pre-game show, they talk Carabao Cup. Yeah, get out of here, big. Anyway, back to De Zerbi.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
But look,
My take on
Yeah,
my
go on,
take on
Chido, you
my take
said.
on De Zerbi is this. My take on De Zerbi is this, right? He's a good manager from what he's done so far with Brighton, right? But the thing is about it gets some clubs doing a pressure cooker.
Mm.
If them throw you inside there, your head go bust.
I
You
swear.
understand? That's why only certain managers rotate around these clubs. You get group way these clubs they look at. You know,
Yeah.
so a De Zerbi about the guy don't they choke and a UEFA Cup. I've been a Europa Cup. They don't they choke.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You have to
Don't kill me with
now
that bottle.
when you're like managing these small teams that don't play outside of the local league, right?
Mhm.
For a good coach like De Zerbi, same thing with us. Yeah, for a good coach like De Zerbi, you have a whole week, right, to talk to your players. You know, school them on tactics and everything. Then when you now start playing a game every other day, now you're working more on recovery of those players than teaching them what to do in the game.
Mhm. And what have they had only one European game so far, Brighton?
Two.
Is it one?
Yeah,
Not including tonight. Before tonight, is it two?
yeah,
One or two?
One.
Yes, they've had
And
one.
they lost
they've
that
had,
game, and they lost the game straight after that, didn't they?
Yeah.
and then they lost the League
Villa
Cup game.
Then the Villa game.
The lost Villa, you know. So when games are coming thick and fast, and players that are used to playing once a week now have to work on recovering, use one day to rest, the next day you go train, get your fitness up. Nobody's like, bro, it becomes a problem. It becomes a problem. And then when you now add the pressure of a big club of having to win, they don't give a fuck about all these things. Do it, then win the next game.
Yeah.
Now why you go say niggas will come in as young men to these big teams after like one season, the baby go down white. Gray hair go there everywhere.
The press conference is a little bit different. You get what I'm saying? Like,
bro,
we're still in it. We're still fighting for survival. You know what it was? The De Zerbi could be fighting for relegation come second half of the season. That's why I always say.
Is that crazy?
For me, I can never get overexcited about someone from 1 year. I need consistency. As for me, I knew I'd find out a lot about De Zerbi this year when he's forced, as Tessa said, forced to play 2-3 games a week. And if he's still able to finish in the top 6 with Brighton and play 2-3 games a week, then I'll start paying more attention to the guy because he's proven he can juggle the both. Because even Moyes, who won the Conference League last season, I think they finished in the bottom half of the table. Yep. And none of us have won Moyes at their club. Only one of us has had him there, but that's for another stream, obviously. But with Liverpool going away to Brighton, I believe for them it's a perfect time to play them because number one, they are a wounded animal from what happened against Spurs, and Brighton are going to have to come off the back of a Europa League game. I know Liverpool play tonight as well, but I do believe they're going to be doing a lot more rotation than Brighton would have been doing for tonight. So I can see only a Liverpool victory. Even though Liverpool do, because of their defence, they do give teams chances to score against them, and quite a number, especially in the first halves of games. But I think it just might be a little bit too much for Brighton this week. What do you lot think?
I think so too.
Let's go on, Chido.
I think Brighton might win that game. If I was going to predict that game, I'd probably say 3-1 Brighton.
Even after playing Marseille in the Europa League, you still think they can get that result?
I think so. Because
has it got anything to do with KB or your general prediction? I was just asking. I was throwing it out there.
Let's be clear.
But guess what? This is the problem with Brighton and when they play teams like Liverpool, United, teams that come at them, they don't have problems beating those teams. You understand? So Liverpool, again, it goes back to how Klopp will settle. Klopp is not going to go there to sit back. Klopp is going to come and play.
Yeah, they're going to attack. They're going to go at it.
Brighton will play there. And Brighton is playing at home. So yeah, I get the issue of okay, just playing Marseille, going to France, and then okay, I mean you have players, time to actually recover and all that. And then you come back. I think Saturday they're playing. Yes, it's stressful, but
Saturday.
I think
They can't play today and play Saturday. It has to be Sunday.
Saturday. She don't know transform to tune. Full English boy.
It gonna be Sunday. You won't play Tuesday and Saturday. In a madness. I'll be Thursday.
I think
So Sunday.
Brighton might actually. Brighton might nick that game 3-1.
All right, so that's 3-1 to Brighton. You're saying, Tesu, what are you saying?
Kunle go down. KB go down. Cost you tire for one day.
Die! You go enter comment section live.
3-0 Liverpool though.
3-0
That's what I see.
Liverpool. Wow.
Yeah.
I think Liverpool's going to destroy Brighton 3-0. You know, knock them back into reality as well, man. I'll be honest with you.
Oh, you guys get hate for Brighton. Anyway, I can't blame you about Ivorian Spice.
No, you can't blame
them for like 3 or 4 games now, son.
They beat us. Even in
Potter beat you, Deserby beat you.
FA Cup, we didn't even beat them. We just beat them in
penalties, man. But I'm going to go with I think there'll be a lot of goals in this game. I'm going to go with a 3-2 Liverpool win. I think it'll be comfortable for a while. Maybe they'll get a little bit lazy in the final 10 minutes and Brighton will get 1 goal to make it a little bit nerve-wracking. But I think 3-2 to Liverpool comprehensively. All right.
There's nothing comprehensive about 3-2. Wait till this guy they talk. What is comprehensive about 3-2?
I was hoping we just brushed past that. That's why I tried to go straight into the comment. Make we win, or if not, Kemen no go even let us hear word. No talk of Paulina. I know, bro. If we get spanked by City, it's gonna be a long ass weekend, 100%. So we need 2 strikers, please. Toba, you did. Real talk. Smash the like button, share, and do you know who her team they play this weekend?
Who's supposed to play?
Luton, bro. Luton.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's the first game of the week.
Oh my god, that's what just paining me right now. They get Luton next, 12:30 kickoff, so she go enjoy all the other games live. If I see her for that studio on Sunday, she has no reason to be at that studio. Your game is on Saturday, Keme. You have no purpose to be at the studio on Sunday. Stay for your house.
They don't turn studio to Strictly by Ivy. Wow.
Listen, you have to sign in. You have to sign in. No Spurs fans allowed on Sunday. Facts. Smash the like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel, whether you're watching it now on the replay. Thank you, everyone in the panel, for joining us today. Catch us next week, same time on a Thursday. It might be a little bit later, but because of internationals, but you never know. Catch us the Nigerian Arsenal show on Monday. Do you know what? Just check our socials and you'll see what shows they. I beg, because I don't even remember them. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll put the details of our panel in the description of this video, guys. Have a great evening tonight. Have a great weekend of football. And hopefully Arsenal win the game on Sunday. Big up, everyone.